Hello and welcome to my meander for this week. A baked potato can be a very dangerous thing, especially if it's not treated with the respect it deserves. A couple of weeks ago I was eating one for supper and didn't take due care. It was much hotter than I thought, and suddenly I found it stuck to the roof of my mouth. For the first 48 hours I thought I'd escaped a burn, but then it erupted. For several days I had an almost enforced fast, as it was too painful to eat anything hot or cold. Thankfully, I'm now nearly back to normal. The incident made me think about how things can spark memories in us. Even now, I still know why I have a slightly tender spot in my mouth, and every time I touch it with my tongue, that's confirmed to me. Hopefully, recalling it will remind me to be careful when eating hot things, just as our grandson Isaiah learned not to touch the smoker in his backyard. I once read a book about how to remember things. It says that our minds are rather like a massive and very dense forest. They contain a tangle of all kinds of plants, animals, trees, etc. Each of these things can be a thought or a memory, and they include things that go in on their own into the vegetation. We're to imagine that at the heart of all of this, there's a clearing. It's from here that memories enter the woodland, and it is to here that they come when we recall them. If we want to remember something, it's best to attach a string to it so that we can quickly bring it to the clearing. I often do this with people's names. My oldest friend's grandfather was called Tom and smoked a pipe. Whenever I'm introduced to a Thomas, I always attach a picture of a pipe to them before I let them wander off into the woods. At other times, memories come to the clearing unbidden. I might be watching a soccer game and remember the long curling pass I once hit halfway down the field for Dave Tullett to run onto and in one stride smash it into the top corner of the goal. There are also the memories that just show up for no reason. During this time of Lent, we're called to take time to reflect on our life with God, our life with ourselves, and our life with others. In this case, like Jesus, we're encouraged to go into the wilderness to do this. Not necessarily a desert, but a place apart from distractions. As we do this, it might be that we want to deliberately draw something into our clearing to consider. On the other hand, as we sit, it might be something that comes into the clearing that God has moved there, and we weren't expecting it. It is through these times of quiet contemplation that our relationship with God, ourselves, and others is grown and matured. Once again, thank you for being here. God bless. See you soon.